So on Sunday, Tom Brady tweeted the following: "These past 2 months, I've realized my place is still on the field and not in the stands. That time will come, but it's not now. I love my teammates. I love my supportive family. They make it all possible. I'm coming back for my 23rd season in Tampa. Unfinished business, LFG." So, wow, a lot to unpack here, and honestly, it's only been 2 months since Tom Brady announced that he was retiring after 22 seasons in the NFL, 22 decorated seasons where he has lifted the trophy 7 times. He's won the MVP more than 3 times, and he honestly has been an icon to so many. So, it's actually really crazy that Tom Brady is coming back. I didn't really think it was gonna happen. However, if you really look at his stats and everything, there was always that possibility that he could come back, and I know that, Tampa Bay said that they would welcome him with open arms. But Big Don, I wanna get your thoughts on this. What's going through your mind right now as, the news is unfolding that Tom Brady is, uh, planning on returning to Tampa Bay?
We're never gonna get a break from him, that's for sure. No, I think Brady coming back makes a lot of sense. The Buccaneers this offseason had a lot of question marks at quarterback with Brady gone. There were rumors that they were on Deshaun Watson. There was earlier reports that they were doing homework on Baker Mayfield. And I mean, if you were going into the season with Kyle Trask and Blaine Gabbert as your quarterbacks for the season, you would have been in a lot of big trouble. I don't care who is on your roster. With that being said, Brady is coming back. He's coming off. I mean, he didn't really need to retire because as he was second in MVP voting behind Aaron Rodgers, he
Mhm.
made the he made the all sec he made second team All Pro as a 43-year-old. Right now he's 44 and he's going to be heading into his age 45 season, which is pretty
23rd.
insane.
Mhm. Yeah, this is
But
insane, and I mean, you look at last year, and he actually was leading the league in categories, a few categories actually, including, passing. So, when you look at it in this way, I mean, his percentage, he's done a lot better than he did in the past 2 seasons. This year, 67.45% percentage this year. Last year, 65.74, and the year before, 60.85 with his last season in Tampa, and he's averaging 7.4 yards, per play, which is amazing as well. And this season, he had 43 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions, and he was first, as well. So when you really look at it, Tom Brady has actually had a great season, and his QB rating this year 102.1, which is really phenomenal, and it's up to par with some of his better years. He's actually done better than he did back in 2012 and 2013 respectively. So when you look at these ratings, it's kind of hard to say, well, although he is old, he's actually been coming off one of his best seasons, and they made the playoffs as well. And that second round, the divisional round loss to the Rams, they came back from 27-3, and Tom Brady came up clutch in that game. He came back, he was down 24 points. They came back, but as everyone knows, the Matthew Stafford to Cooper Cup connection that led to the field goal ended his season. And a lot of people thought that that was going to be his last game, including myself. But when you look at it now, you can really see that I think that this year possibly will be his last season. I mean, he's going to be 45 now. He wants to come back. Will be his 23rd season. I think that he's already hinted that he doesn't there's not a lot of time left, not a lot of gas in the tank. I thought that it was going to be 2 months ago that it was official, but seems like there's a little bit more left. And I think there are a lot of questions for this Tampa Bay team, including how's it going to look? Chris Godwin back. Is Gronk going to be coming back? Because there's rumors that he wants to play with Joe Burrow, or he's even considering the Bills. So these are all questions that are also going to be looked at. You have Mike Evans, one of the best receivers in the league. And you also have a pretty
well, just to
good.
correct you here, Chris Godwin did get franchise tag, so he is coming back.
Yep, yep. So, yes, you're gonna have Chris Godwin back. Right now he is, with that horrible Achilles injury, but he will be back. Will he be the same player? That's the question. But the Gronk is also gonna be a question that we're gonna have to see more in the offseason. So, with all these questions still underway, how do you think Bruce Arians is feeling right now? Do you think that it's a little bit of a reassurance that he's gonna have a reputable QB still, or do you think that they're still going to consider maybe a QB just for, the longevity of this franchise?
I think right now, I think both Aaron's and Jason Light, who is the GM and executive of the Buccaneers, they got to do some. They got to get a lot of free agents back. I mean, right now, it's not only Gronk that's in free agents that they're looking at in terms here. We're looking at the offensive line having a lot of missing pieces. Ali Marpet, who was their guard, he retired. We have Ryan Jensen, who was their center, who did a very good job at center with them. He's not a free agent. We got some players on defense like Carlton Davis, who was the cornerback for them.
Mhm.
He's he's been playing consistent ball, but he's due for a new contract. You also got Jordan Whitehair, who
Yep.
is their strong safety. So a few people that they need to bring back. I mean, I think the Bucs could do it. It just could be a round of how well can they hold up at actually protecting Brady? Because I mean, do they want to try and upgrade? It's gonna be hard for them to exactly upgrade from where they were last year. Which I mean, it's still a championship caliber team, but where do they go from here? I think they're
Yep.
gonna look to the draft or to add some of the new talent. Hopefully, some of their old talent like Joe Triad emerges. In terms of long term situations, they do have Kyle Trask, who they drafted last year. He's going to be continuing to develop for them. They might look more to. I think they're going to be coming back to this question after Brady retires. God knows, whatever that is, in
Mhm.
terms of who's going to be the long term successor. Maybe it's Trask, maybe it's someone else. But right now, this is going to be a bit of relief for the Buccaneers because they were in sort of a quarterback predicament. We don't know what was going to happen with all the players that were there and also the coaches there. They managed to retain both their offensive and defensive coordinator, Brian Leftwich and Todd Bowles.
Yep.
So a lot of the same coaching staff that made the Bucs successful is coming back. We're not sure what's going to happen a year from now, but I think it's going to be. I think the Bucs are in absolute win now mode. I think they want to try to get a championship, knowing that this could actually be Brady's last season.
There you have it right there. Yes, I think that there's a lot of things to unpack, but in total, I think that if you really look at it, um, there's going to be, still a lot of times that the Bucks, I think that they're going to still have a chance this coming season. With Tom Brady coming back now, same coaching staff of Arians and then Leftwich and Todd Bowles. So I think overall, this is going to be something that the Bucks they're still going to have to look at the defensive line and also some offensive players who have either left or retired. But I think overall this is a key development for the Bucks, and I think next year is going to be a different story. But this year the Bucks are really going to have to focus on building that team around Brady and hopefully getting the franchise's third championship. We'll keep everyone updated on this story. This is still breaking news right now in the NFL world, but we'll keep you all updated on that. And thank you all again.